Hello and welcome to the Story of the Blues, and today we play our final league game against already relegated Ebbsfleet United. A win today will guarantee a home tie in the playoffs in 4th place, more likely Halifax. Going into the last game of the season, we already know who's won the league, who's 2nd, 3rd and 4th, but the final playoff place is also up for grabs between Gateshead and Southend, who play each other, with Southend having the upper hand but Gateshead being at home. If we were to lose by 3 goals today and Southend were to win by a similar scoreline, there's a good chance we could end up finishing 7th and playing away to Rochdale. It was a good experience watching Chatterton the other day play Oldham. Nice one out for the youth team, 1-1 draw. Good to see them back at home. None of the first team players were involved, a few fringe players, Maloney being one of them. But without boosting the fact that Leek, Ogle, Monte and Norwood are fit and raring for goal, which is very handy because, like I said in the last video, each of these games now is a cup final, each one, and we have to go out to win them all. Also, today's where we have our annual remembrance, where we have a minute's silence for those fans who've lost their lives in the past year. I've seen the video, which is nice and touching. Quite a few familiar names and faces, especially to my good friends, John Mouse Kennedy and Phil White as well. And it's a chance to pay our tributes, but the best tribute of all, and to any Blue we've lost over the last 30 odd years, so it's to go out and win this playoff, get ourselves promoted. So it's our final league game today. We're at home to already relegated Ebbsfleet. I'm not going to take anything for granted. We should beat them. The football says, God, if you're a betting Cooper, an Oldham win. But we've seen this many times before where teams with nothing to play for have turned up at Boundary Park. We still need to win to guarantee ourselves 5th place and a home tie in the playoffs. More than likely against Halifax. Should we lose, the likelihood is it'll be Halifax away. Certain mathematics scorelines means that if we do lose, Halifax win and Southend manage to beat Gateshead, not only would they secure the final playoff spot, there's a chance it could leapfrog us and we could finish in 7th, which could result in a away day at Rochdale. For me, just get the win. It's good that Leek, Ogle, Monte and Norwood are back. Big players for big games. Every game from now on is a cup final in the playoffs. If we get to Wembley, we're not there just for a day out. We're there to win it. Come on, Oldham. Let's finish the league season on a high. Weather's wise, but it's not raining at least. Prediction, please.
2-1 Latics.
Thank you. Prediction, please.
Underwhelming 2-0 victory.
Danny, prediction.
3-1. Yeah, I don't think 3-1. 1-0.
Your prediction.
2-0.
Thank you. I thought they'd do a fringe place such as Norwood or Monte run out, but it's better keeping them fit. It's a gamble, but this team's still capable of winning. One Oldham. Shout out to Finish Swagger, we met the fan bar beforehand as well. Brownie's getting wet, getting wet. Brownie's getting wet. Na 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 na. One last time in the league, lads. Do it. Ebbsfleet at home, come on, Oldham. Let's get 1-0 early. in. Oh, still got it. Heads. Halifax losing 2-0 away at Wellstone at the moment, which means we're guaranteed 5th place at home. Also means Wellstone, as it stands, is safe. It's got a bit flat at the moment. They're having a bit more possession of the ball, but they're not threatening us. Oh! Have a shot! Oh. Get it in. Now 3-0 down. Oh. Halifax are losing 3-0 at Wellstone, but both Dagenham and Maidenhead have both took the lead, so it stands Dagenham is safe. Oh. Let's win it back. Yeah. Penalty, yeah. They'll pretty much what you expect results going after. Let's go off you now and build momentum. Put these to bed. Come on, Oldham. Oh, that. Oh. Good save. Oh. Aaron squared off and Fon knocks on. Still got it. Back in. Balloon on the pitch. They kick it, they touch it, hang on. Oh! Hey! Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! It stands Dagenham drawing with Solihull, so Wales scoring are safe and Dagenham are going down. Wales on a 3-1 up beats Halifax Maiden, they're also still winning. It's the final 10 now. It still looks like we're facing Halifax at home. West Southend would get a goal and they would leapfrog Halifax. Second half's just been more flat affair about getting a run out for the players, getting freshened up. Evans is 101, Fondop's on. And Jesse's coming on now. Let's make it 2. Rebound Garner. How are we getting around of them? Yeah. Run away! To the football league, run away! How are we getting around of them? Look at that now. Good goal. No one else will try. Bit of momentum now. This is what I like to see. Let's have a third. Go on, Fondop. Come on, Jez. Bring it in. Oh! Trick for Garner today, but he's put a shift in. 2 goals. Units now for 1 scrum. It's the last minute now. As results stand, it's 1-0 so Wellstone is safe in Maidenhead and Dagenham going down. In Southend they're getting into playoffs still. Halifax with 6, we're 5th. seat now, please.
Like the whistle there.
Ebbsfleet fans up there, but credit to them, 96 run, made a trip, nothing to play for, the team's already down. No animosity from me, all the best next year. Chance to make it third, see Joe Garner get himself on the score sheet. Full time, 2-0 Oldham, decently. How will I get there? I don't know. Oh, okay. Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! How will I get there? I don't know. This is for the first time I've experienced to the playoffs. You can't be celebrating the moment. Super Frankie off, super Frank, super Frank, super Frankie off, Frank, super Frankie off, I'm still smooth, but right there. So, and that's it, the league season's over with. We end the league season with a 2-0 win. Job done. Good to see Garner on the score sheet, a well-took penalty, and he put in the rebound from Joe Nathan's chance. I won't say it was the greatest game, but it certainly wasn't the worst game. Once we knew Halifax were 3-0 down, we could have easily just slogged it out, let the game drag on, but we didn't. We kept on playing. Thought Joe Nathan was brilliant. I thought Evans played really well today. It was a disciplined performance. I like to see maybe Norwood on Monday have got to run out, but plenty of others did got to run out and put a decent shift in. It sets us up nicely now. We know we're in the playoffs. It's one of the ties, and each of these games is game by game. We now know it's the cup final. We have to go out and win. Simple as. You could see the full-time celebrations, what it meant to a lot of them young fans. They've never had that experience. Even lads in the 30s haven't. They've only seen relegations, the odd cup tie. The odd one may have been old enough for the last playoff campaign. 18 years is a long time, a very long time. Now stepping down as the leader of the Athleticals, Ryan's put a lot of hard work into the Athleticals, and it wasn't easy going from them when he first put it about, or when the Blues actually wanted to set the group up. I remember going to a couple of meetings with him, I remember we had this game with Tranmere away and Lee Johnson said he wanted a singing section, and the following game we played Crawley, I didn't go to, but Ryan got a group of fans together, and for the rest of that season the group started to grow. It wasn't always easy trying to get club officials on board and criticism from our own fans, but as it went on it started to settle and more fans could see what they were doing, the singing, the banners, the drum. Eventually we got a spot when we moved to the Rochdale Road end, and it started to grow, and younger fans took a liking to it. It's a chance for them to meet new fans, a chance for younger fans to join in the singing, and older fans as well. I remember the late Keith Ed taking his daughter with him, and the group grew, and we don't forget in our darkest hours these guys fought for our club. Ryan, Cammy as well, Cameron went before, I believe, Sorsel stepping down. They both went at it, and during the protest they were at the height of it. It was them against Leighton Orient when the Rothwells were in attendance, saw what they were doing. That helped encourage them and motivate them to want to buy the club, and since the Rothwells come in they've helped them. And yes, at times they've not always been away games, but let's not forget they're both, Ryan's maybe in his 30s, they're getting older, they have other things away from football. Like fans, they equally get frustrated, but they leave the club in good hands and built a good group, and just he deserves his praise for what he's done. Let's hope his final dance is away at Wembley. Commiserations to both Maidenhead and Dagenham, who were relegated at one stage along with Wealdstone. All three were winning, but Wealdstone got the job done. They've stayed up. Hopefully we won't be playing next year because we'll go past ourselves through the playoffs, but also Southend got the last playoff place ahead of Gateshead, so as it stands it's Rochdale v Gateshead, Oldham v Halifax. The winner of Rochdale Southend will play then away at Forest Green, and the winner of Oldham and Halifax will play away at York City. So it should be an interesting playoff layout. In the National League North, it's Scunthorpe v Chester. The National League South, Boreham Wood v Maidstone, meaning one of the teams relegated from last season will bounce back automatically. Shout out to my mates who support Worcester City as well. We've also just won promotion from the Evo Stick, it's Midland Division, although due to like the regional things, they're not sure if they're in the Evo Stick or one of the Southern League divisions next season. A shout out to my mate who supports Bedford Town, Mike, whose team have also got promoted. Whether they've been in the National League North or South, we'll find that out once the FA have sorted everything out. Now, tickets for Halifax go on sale later today at 12 o'clock. It's a Wednesday night. There's no excuse for us not to sell it out. They've got the cherry end. There's no excuse at all why people can't come to the game. All your mates that say, oh, well, I don't know. No excuses. No Champions League football that night. This is a chance to pack Boundary Park under the floodlights. A big night, a big occasion, a big chance to sing your hearts out and get behind the team. There should be no empty seat that night. Tell your mates, tell your friends, tell your relatives. This will be our biggest game for years. This will be the game that could be the start of us getting back to Wembley. Chance to end all that misery. And I know people say we don't play in front of big crowds, but this is different. This is £20 match day in, not like your £2 discounts. This is an important game. This is effectively a quarter final. Let's make sure every seat is filled. Let's make sure Boundary Park is bouncing that night. Let's make sure that all these stay away. Just if you stay away, die ahead, come to that game, because the club 100% needs your support. Bring your children, let them see what it's like, because I can guarantee 3 sides of Boundary Park, loud, in good voice. The players will embrace it, the players will feel it. I know it's not been great at times this year, but now that doesn't matter. What matters is that 90 minutes, 3 more cup finals. So Gavin Thomas is selling OSC badges. I'll share a couple on air. Look for him in the fan bar on Matchday or the usual social media channels. So that's it. We are in the playoffs. Regardless of how we've got in, how well we're playing or not, we're there. It's our first playoff campaign in 18 years. Where do you think Cardiff has been relegated back to League One? It's 22 years since the playoff campaign. Before that, were the first ones I properly experienced. It's time now for us to get behind the lads and literally just go for it. There's absolutely nothing to lose. Anyone can beat anyone on the day in the game of football. I'm Tommy Oldham. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the terraces.